Good day, good morning, everyone. Good morning, melanin dominant people out there. I'm welcoming you in my new video for this week. Um, please, guys, I'm asking you to subscribe to my channel and also like the video. And also, if you have some comments, you can do so that we can communicate. This is Tselani Seleke Monari speaking here. I'm making this video, guys, because I'm having some if you have something that you need to share, you don't have to keep it to yourself. Maybe some might take it and some might not. But guys, I just want to tell you that I'm here just to share the information with you. The knowledge that we receive, we have to share it. Yes, so let me check. So our topic for today will be the Gregorian calendar, the calendar that we are using right now. So we can just first look at the Gregorian calendar, or the Roman calendar, and its months. Since when we start, or the calendar starts at January, as I've said before. Now January is actually named. It is actually named after the Roman god. It is named after the Roman god who was called Januaris or Janus. So this god was called Janus, and then this was a god, or a Roman god actually, who opened doors or gates. So the original Roman calendar started in March, but due to the fact that January was dedicated to their god Janus, who actually opened doors, and also gates. So they decided that no, since this god opened gates, it will be better if we start our month, our year in January. So they have named that month January to honor their Roman god Januarus or Janus. And then February, guys. Now February was named after the Roman goddess February. So this was a Roman goddess February, and then they named this month after her. And then this name of February, is the name for a feast of purification, which was called Februa. So there was a feast, the Roman feast of purification, which was known as Februa. Now in February, we have this special day, which is called Valentine's Day. So on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day is celebrated. Now this Valentine's Day was named after the Christian missionary Saint Valentine. Now Saint Valentine, he was a missionary who led a mob of Christians. He led a mob of Christians, to forcibly convert the pagans into Christianity. So either you were converting into Christianity or you will die. So Saint Valentine was a leader of a mob that was, forcing people to convert into Christianity. And this man, he murdered tens of thousands of people, those who didn't want to convert into Christianity. So he died on the 14th of February, and then that's why we have the name, Valentine's Day, and that's why we have that day. Now, the origin of this day, there was a Roman holiday on the 14th of February, which was called Lupercal. So Lupercal was a day of fertility, that was dedicated to Jano Lupa. So now in this day of Lupercal, the Roman day of Lupercal, the women were pleading for children by being whooped or whipped with a februa. So a februa is actually a skin goat that was clamped with thorns. So they will whip the females or the women with a februa, believing that they will be fertile again and bear children. So that is the origin of Valentine's Day, and I hope that after getting this information, you will no longer celebrate this Valentine's Day, because this Valentine's Day people were murdered, and then what happens during that day is just nonsensical. It's just, I don't know, evil or what. So it's not a good day. It's actually not a romantic day. So we as black people, we have turned this day into a romantic, loving day, where we will wear the red and white clothes, buying roses for our loved ones. So this is the origin of that day. So actually the red that we are wearing during that day represents the blood that was shed during that day, and also white will represent peace. So by wearing red and white, you associate yourself with splitting blood, so that there can be peace. So we as black people, we don't have such a special day, and we don't have to dwell into this and celebrate this day. Then we have the third month of the Roman calendar, which is called March. So this name, or this month, was named after a Roman god of war, who is called Martius or Mars. That's why we have planet Mars. So planet Mars was actually named after Roman god Martius. And then this month, it was the new year of the Julian calendar or the Roman calendar. This was actually the first month of the Roman calendar. The original Roman calendar started in March, because we know that in March, in the northern hemisphere, that's when now they receive the sun, from the southern hemisphere to the northern hemisphere, and then they dwell into spring season. So that was actually the original new year of the Romans. And then we have April. So the month of April was named after the Greek goddess Aprilis. So the Greek goddess Aprilis, the word Aprilis means to open. It means to open. So you can see that March and April, The reason why they began their year in March, and then later on April, there is that Greek goddess who opens things for them. So this Greek goddess Aprilis was the same as Roman goddess Venus. That's why we have planet Venus, which was named after the Roman goddess Venus. So you can see, guys, that as we are using these names like Mars, Venus, we use these names such as February, March, we use these names such as January, Valentine's Day. We actually invoke the spirits of the Roman and the Greek gods, instead of embracing our African gods. We embrace the Roman gods, we embrace the Greek gods. That's why our things here are not going well, So I think for now, for today, I will end up there. Then in our next video, we will continue looking at the names of the months of this calendar that we are using, which is the colonizers calendar. So for now, I will end in April, and then in our next video, guys, we will continue looking at other months and see how they named them, after which gods or goddesses they have named the months. So I thank you, guys. This is Tselane Seleke Monari. I'm an African, melanin dominant human being who believes in my ancestors, who embraces the culture of an African. And then I thank you till we meet again. Thank you very much. Ngiyabonga, ngiyaleboga. Danko.